it's your boy WhoIsKennyV, and you're on another episode of ARTreprenuer podcast. And today we got the special, super duper amazing guest, Mr. Monumental John Hill in the building.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm a little tired, but I'm awake. I'm alive. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, that's what it is right now, bro. It's just, you got to just be feeling blessed, right? When you wake up, it's another day, another dollar, another new life.
Another chance you get to, accomplish what you need to.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing every time you get to open your eyes.
Hell yeah. It's just
as crusty as they are, you know what I'm saying? Just wipe them boogies out your eyes and you'll be good.
Facts. That's usually how it is when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
you're like,
yo, crusty eyes, boogies, you know what I'm saying? Might have some dried up drool on the left side of your cheek or the right side, whatever side you sleep on.
Facts. You gotta wash up a little bit, get
yourself ready, you know what I'm saying? Can't go out in public looking like that, but teach his own.
That's facts, bro. That's facts. So yeah, man, I wanted to chop it up with you. I feel like a lot of the dreamers, they know you because you're behind the camera. A lot of my music videos, I think it's been about 10 deep at this point.
Oh yeah.
We've been rocking it's been over 4 years at this point. Yeah, dude. I was just looking at it not too long ago, and we started with In My Zone, and that was like February 2016. Oh, shit. And then we met prior to that at a meeting with where we were trying to sell hoverboards or something. You remember that?
Yo, the dude with the hoverboards. Yo, shout out to him. I forget his name, but he tried to set us up with the crazy scam of hoverboards. That was the most craziest thing I ever I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm about to do.
Deadass.
I don't think I should be doing it. So
it seemed cool because I was like, yo, hoverboards are fire. Yeah. I wanted a hoverboard. I was like, yo, because I'm a hustler, so I'm like, maybe I can get a free one out of this. Yeah. And then try to flip it. So I was like, bro, can I get one for sample? Then I could really sell it. And he wasn't having it. And I was just like, all right, what are you really trying to do? Yeah. And then when I saw you and you were like, hey, I'm John. I do videos. And I was like, and you were like, I think literally it was me, I think a girl in between us, and you.
Nah, I was on the opposite side.
Were you? You wasn't like on my side?
Corner, nah.
Yeah? Mm-mm. I thought you was like on my right. Like I looked over, I was like, you do videos? We're gonna chop it up.
Really?
You tell
probably,
me.
Yeah, probably.
I feel it was something like that. But I knew like after that, like that, I was like, this is what the meeting was for.
Yeah.
It was for to meet John. Yeah. It wasn't for hoverboards.
Hoverboards wasn't gonna make the cut, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. That dude
bro.
Scam crazy.
Nah, that shit crazy. But knowing like looking at that and then like at that time, cause we chopped it up in between like a bunch of times, and you told me about like just shady ass people, kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
that you deal with in this industry. So like, I know you dealt with craziness, but besides the negative, cause we're here for the good dreams. Yeah. Let the dreamers know like who have you worked with that gave you great vibes like in the industry that you're in.
People that gave me great vibes. You.
Thank you.
A couple of other people that I've worked with. One person that I'm still working with is cat out in New York. His name is E-Rain.
Nice. Shout out to E-Rain.
Damn, there's a list. My guy Jeff.
Nice. Shout out Jeff.
My guy Zaneri. It's a long.
I think he's from Bridgeport, right? He's an artist. Yeah, dope. He got the screechy voice.
Yeah,
he's dope. I like. He's unique. He's unique.
I like that. He's different. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have like that same kind of that voice and that flow, that style that you would normally hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll scream in his raps. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty cool. To listen to some of the stuff he creates.
Yeah, I like that too. That's pretty dope. Now let's say like, all right, so you're naming like people like myself, people you work with like in the Connecticut area. Who have you worked with that's like big name that the dreamers can know? So they can see like, if I want to follow like John's path, they're like, I can beat so and so, and like this is real, like it's possible.
Well, in a celebrity form, I have filmed for French Montana.
Nice.
I have filmed for. I shot something. It wasn't really like a one-on-one, but I shot something for Pusha T.
Oh, dope.
I shot something for what's the homeboy's name that did that dance? He had this dance.
Boy, you talking about Shiggy?
No, he kind of like fell off, or at least I haven't heard.
Everyone has a time.
Watch me with.
Oh, Watch Me in there. Yeah, Salento. Yeah. Dope. You did some work with him. Nice.
Well, I mean, it was like he had like a performance at Toad's place, and I happened to film his performance.
That counts, bro. I like that.
I did.
I know one you surprised me with was Nikki.
Oh yeah.
You was traveling, bro. You was traveling. I seen you was in one time in like Bridgeport, one time in New York, one time in Paris or something. Like just moving around and within 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean that was a dope experience. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Like being able to film for somebody like that was like a one-on-one. So being able to film for somebody, you know, one-on-one at that kind of level.
That level, yeah.
This level was pretty cool.
That's dope.
I mean, it had its moments.
Yeah, of course.
We ain't got time. So we can keep the negative off here.
Yeah, of course.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, that was a crazy experience. You know, like being able to be put in that atmosphere, like you see, like the way a celebrity actually moves, and like I said, a celebrity of that status. You know, and like the amount of pressure that's put on her, and the amount of pressure that's put on the actual workforce around her.
Yeah, the team,
You know
yep.
what I'm
I can
saying?
imagine.
Having to move at like a certain pace and having to try to keep up, and it's like you either keep up or you fall back kind of thing, you know. So it's pretty crazy, but you know that was a dope experience.
That's dope, dude. I mean, I'm guessing like for someone that started off from like, when did you start? Like what year would you say you started, or what age do you think you started picking up a camera and going hard for it?
I started back in 2010.
Damn.
So November of this year will make it 10 years.
Nice, hitting that decade mark. That's how I feel too, bro. It's been a decade like going for this dream. It feels amazing.
It's been awesome though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Because within that time frame, like you get to see from the beginning up until now how much you've excelled, how much you've progressed as an individual, and not only as an individual but as a creative.
Yep, true.
You know,
True.
So I started pretty young. You know, I always loved movies. My dad has a crazy collection.
You got a movie collection?
Yeah,
You got the
like,
steel books?
Crazy, crazy, like casing.
Nice.
And so we would always watch movies and stuff. And I was always fascinated with the way that they captured things, you know, whether it be the actor and like, you know, they're acting so on point that you feel like you're part of
Like,
like
oh
the
yeah,
scene
you're
or
in the
whatever.
movie. Yeah, you're right there.
Exactly. Down to, you know, the way that the DP sets the lightings and stuff, you know, like it puts you in a whole different world. And I've always loved that, and I was always interested in how the heck do they create things like that.
That's dope.
And so, you know, being that interested in that type of stuff is what made me want to get into cinematography myself.
And make these real life movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, you make movies. John ain't doing no regular music video. He's not no music video guy. Trust me. That's monumental.
Yeah, I do music videos too.
Nah, I know you do the music videos, but you make them look like schmovies.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything has to be cinematic.
Yeah, of course.
Like it has to like
Play a story of someone.
And sometimes, you know, that can be a downfall when you maybe get a little too creative. Like some things allow for simplicity. Some things don't. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes like you may not need to have like a 40-man crew and have to shoot like for like 5 days and like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it goes so hard,
you can accomplish something creative and dope in a matter of
hours.
Like an hour.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? So, I mean, but like I said, that could be sometimes my downfall because I think way too much. Like I want to get like crazy creative.
Because you got a vision. And that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a big vision. And then going on with vision, because I've known you as monumental, and I'm noticing a new branding. So can you explain to me and the dreamers what this new branding is?
Man,
What's going on?
I won't give away too many secrets.
You can give a light.
But yeah, I mean, I'm working on this rebranding, taking a different approach. Like I did create Monumental. I felt it was cool.
Nice.
It was something that at the time, I wanted to do.
Yep.
But I feel like as I'm shifting into wanting to step into a much broader industry, not broader, exclusive industry.
There we go. I like the word exclusive.
Like I felt like I needed to rethink and redesign something.
Got you.
And so I have a group of friends. Shout out to Devin, Eric, Max, and Stone, and Tia, all those creatives. But I have a group of friends a bunch of different creatives, from directing to cinematography to editing, the whole nine. And so we're trying to launch this new business. Should be coming out soon.
So you got a new business venture.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. My man's going for another journey. So it's like what you've been doing, but you're trying to like expand it. Actually, well, you're expanding it, but more in an exclusive way.
Yeah, so it's like what I've been doing, but more into cinema. So it's
straight cinema, okay.
Like commercial work,
yep.
Movies, anything that's more,
bigger scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go for the bigger bag.
Like,
right?
I'm not going to, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stop doing, like music videos or any other thing, because ultimately what I want to do with my service is I want to establish a tree, right? And then you have all these different branches, or you have all these different roots underneath that tree that tackle all of these different services. So I want to have a service that provides videos for weddings. I want to have a certain type of brand underneath what I'm trying to do that provides services for music videos.
Got you.
Just like I want to have it provide services for commercials.
Got you.
And movies and stuff like that.
So certain brands are doing certain type of services and work, basically.
Exactly. But ultimately, you have that tree, that head, that basically controls everything.
Got you. So what's that? So basically, what is your head? What's the head?
So the name of it is called Noir Films.
Got you. Okay.
It's a French
I was wondering how to say it because I didn't know. I had no idea.
It's French.
Nice.
And it means black and white.
Nice. That's
awesome. You've ever
awesome.
seen movies like Sin City or I guess old films. It has like a vintage look to it. It's black and white. See, noir means black and white. And I pretty much we went with that name because of the idea of not everything is black and white. Like, we want to be able to allow people to understand the work process and the thought process that goes into making films, rather than just making a film. Take it a step beyond, seeing like behind the scenes kind of thing. We want to break down the structure of cinema. We want to create different types of worlds for people to live in. When you see a certain movie, it captures you, and it draws your mind into something that you can only imagine of, rather than seeing. And we want to be able to allow people to see it.
Nice.
It's a crazy creative kind of brand, but
yeah, I like it though. I really like the new name. I really like the concept of building this tree out with the roots. I really like that you're trying to hone in on certain branding does certain services because you're keeping exclusivity of this brand does this. If you want to work with this type of team does this type of work. Quality. I mean, quality's still gonna be 100,000.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It's just the focus is different, treatment's different. You got a different scenario of maybe the atmosphere too. Because the thing I noticed too, when you're only passionate about a certain thing, we're still gonna put love into it, but we're only able to put a certain amount. If you understand what I'm saying, in a sense of like, someone likes music videos but don't like doing short films, they're gonna hate the fact that they're sitting here going through people doing like scripts and whatever. They're probably hating that part, and they hate re-recording or recording whatever, compared to music videos that can shake the camera and go crazy, right? And you got someone who's on filming or movie styles like you, and you're thinking, no, I really like the fact that I can do a certain angle a certain way, and I can bring that story in a lot deeper than what maybe the song can do, because I did the treatment from writing it to who's looking like what, how they're saying it, and how the look is, and you're able to mold it, right?
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
I mean, and my whole thing is, when I started doing film was, I still live by, like, I don't like to limit myself to the amount of things that I can do.
Yeah. Which is important.
Yeah, because, ultimately, especially when you're starting out, you want to gain as much experience as possible.
Yeah.
Because with that, it not only allows you a bigger pool of clientele, but it allows you to have a bigger pool of an audience. When you stick to and some people it works for. Some people, they just, I like music videos. I'm not really trying to do movies. Stuff. And some people are like, I don't really do music videos. I don't really do movies. I like to do like documentaries.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
And so some people it works for. But I've been the type to never like allow myself to stay in one chair. You know, I want to move in different spots and try to cover different things. Like I've done photography. I'm not the best,
but you actually experienced the camera more. You explored,
and that's actually how I started out.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
found one trade to go into another.
Exactly. And with that, it helps you understand certain things. Maybe there's certain things about a camera you didn't know that if you didn't take on this different type of experience, you wouldn't have found out with the camera. So that's why I've always tried to follow that rule of thumb of just trying to open my mind to different things and trying to do different things, even if I don't know. And thank God for YouTube, because you know, when I didn't know, it was like search on YouTube.
Nice.
And you'll find it out.
Yeah, dude, that YouTube help is key. Would you do courses and throw them on YouTube, or would you start a master class, or like, cause here at iDayDream Studios, we like to teach the artist or the creative or entrepreneur or whatever, so that they have more skill sets. Is that something you're interested in? Or you have like a teacher's heart where you can teach people and, you know, give them the extra keys that they need so they can be just as dope as you, and maybe they can find their own lane and things like that? Like, what are you into?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ever want anybody to try to be as dope as me. I mean,
I like the challenge.
Either way, I mean, you can't be as dope as me.
Everyone's a different eye. Yeah,
me.
Yeah. That's the best part about being creative.
I wouldn't want somebody to be dope as me. I would want somebody to be better.
Yeah.
Or just find your own lane, find what suits you, kind of thing.
Nice.
But I'm always down to like help people and teach people. That's one thing that I've always valued as myself, is to try to teach other people, because like going through the things that I went through, it's like, and I'm still going through them. If I could give to somebody the knowledge that they can to maybe like skip a few of the things that I went through, then that's cool. Like,
that's the best thing.
Know, it's a struggle trying to do this. And I've always said, like, I always told myself, yo, when I do an interview, I'm gonna make sure I say it, because the problem is, people and schools, they don't prepare you for the real life stuff.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't prepare you for the fails. They don't prepare you for the times where you're gonna feel like, yo, like I just feel like quitting. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? They don't prepare you for the amount of no's that you may get. All they say is do this, that, and the third. Get out there and hopefully find a job.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying? They don't prepare you for the negatives. And it can and it will kick you.
It'll kick you right in the ass. It'll knock you right down. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But honestly, like, if you really have the passion for it, let it kick you.
Yeah.
Let it punch you. Let it knock you down. As long as you can get back up and say, like, you know what? It is what it is.
Say it again. Get right back up.
Because, like, it gets tough. And I wish I had somebody tell me it's going to be tough rather than your shit is dope. Get out there and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wanted to get the real.
Yeah, like, you know, you want somebody to prepare you for it. So yeah, I mean, I'm always down to help people. So if I can, I will.
That's beautiful, John. I like that. My man got a heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. We're here to help people out, spread positive vibes, learn skills, be creative, profit off passion.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it feels amazing. So I want to know, like, you've been doing a lot. It's been a decade of being in this industry. It's been over 4 years of knowing you, and I've seen you do so many things. You inspired me a lot. Like, I remember the time when you went on tour with literally my whole YouTube playlist of artists. I was like, yo, he's really on tour with the people I watch. Like, it's crazy. And I was like, yo, it's so dope. Like, I want to be on tour too. And that literally, like keeping positive people around you, like yourself, and like just going hard for a dream, like it helped me go on tour too, and it made me feel like it was real and doable. And then, like, when you were teaching people, you taught me a lot. Like, I got to go on like a lot of sets with you and bring my camera, ask questions, and I feel confident enough to be like, okay, I can take my own clients on. And like that feels amazing. And like, I want to know, like, what is your next big dream? What's your big step? Like, what are you looking for now?
As of right now, I'm still working on trying to build that brand. I'm still working on trying to build that. In the process, I am working on a couple of shorts that I'm looking to get televised, maybe turn into a season. But I mean, the ultimate goal, it's a huge goal. It's a huge dream. It's a big dream. Some might say it's a little bit too big, but
sky's the limit, bro.
For the stars.
Yeah, you gotta go for the stars, bro. You better be shooting at Mars.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't tell me nothing less than that. I know, right? I'm gonna be saying like, I don't know, man. Tell me I can't. Nah, we gonna do this.
Absolutely. Don't let that.
Hell yeah.
Be the reason you stop. But yeah, I mean, my biggest goal, man, winning an Oscar and
nice,
making a dope feature film.
I can see that.
That's the goal, man. Because
I'm gonna cry that day. I'm like, that's my God, you did it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like I said, I've always been about movies, man.
Nice.
To just be able to create my own.
And you will.
That's the ultimate goal, is just to create my own and be able to share it with the world, and people just like, bruh, I'm fucking mesmerized.
Yeah, dude.
But baby steps. For right now, it's all about the branding and establishing who I am.
Yeah.
And what it is I want to do. Gathering the creators with the same mindset.
Yeah.
And then just making it happen.
That's what I like to hear, my guy. That's beautiful and amazing. I truly, truly believe in you, because seeing you from day one to all the stories I know from before I knew you to today, like, you're killing it, bro. And I can see you on getting an Oscar like super duper soon. You making mad movies every year. You're like, yo, Kenny, come to the movie release party. Yo, I got this going. Yeah, let's get it. So I'm ready. So thank you for coming through, bro. I appreciate it. Let the dreamers know where they can find you at.
So I'm on Instagram. I don't really touch social media that crazy, but you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is at Steady Hands. That is STEADI hands. Steady hands.
My man got the super stabilizer. He said, he got the bodysuit. He like, I got my hands, I got the chest piece, I got whatever you need.
Don't get me wrong. My Instagram is at Steady Hands, but my hands ain't that steady to be a surgeon or anything. The name is based off of a steady can, so that's why I took that.
We ain't saving lives in the ER. We're saving lives on camera.
Exactly. Saving lives on camera.
On camera, not in the ER. All right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you for listening to another Day in the Dream podcast. Follow your boy at WhoIsKennyV. You got your boy Steady Hands John Hill here, and I appreciate him for coming through. So let's get it. I'll see you guys in the next one.